Welcome back to the HKPN Network channel. Today we'll be discussing about the inequalities of wealth in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is surprisingly one of the most unequal cities in the world, as some people have a $35 million membership card, while others are living on $40 a day. Today our journalist will be interviewing a 70-year-old woman about the living conditions in public housing.
This is how much a typical family in Discovery Bay spends when they have one child and a $100,000 income. This is how much Miss Chung spends a month, and she is a 70-year-old elderly woman with the income of $7,000 a month living in public housing.
One in 5 children live in poverty. 1 in 3 elderly are in poverty. 44.7% of people live in public housing. People can wait up to 5.5 years after applying for public housing. Tenants can lose their public housing if they leave the premises vacant for more than 3 months, sublet the flat, use premises for gambling, or tenant is in possession of illegal substances, use premises or areas for commercial purposes, make false declaration about their earnings, assets, or marital status. If someone's tenancy is terminated, they cannot reapply for public housing for 2 years. In 2017, 16,200 applicants vied for an estate in Kowloon that held 857 flats. The average family would have to save 100% of their income for 21 years in order to buy an apartment. People in the top 5% of income earn 44 times the people in the bottom 5%, according to the annual Worldwide Cost of Living Survey by Economist Intelligence Unit. The title of most expensive city is shared by Paris, Hong Kong, Singapore. These 3 cities have WCOL index of 107.
The reason why the poor are so much poorer than the rich people of Hong Kong is because land is so expensive in Hong Kong. The government own all the land in Hong Kong and they can sell it to whoever they want to. These people that end up buying the land make really expensive apartments because there's only certain areas of Hong Kong that we can build on. These apartments are really expensive and the poor can't afford it, whereas the rich, they can buy them and sell them for even more money. The rich people that live in Hong Kong tend to be expats and have come from other countries and come to Hong Kong. The poor people of Hong Kong are poor because they can't get a good education, therefore they can't have a good job, so they can't make any money. Therefore it's the cycle of poverty. They are born into poverty and they will die in poverty because when you have no money, you can't get a good education, so you can't get a good job and you can't get good money and you can't get out of poverty. And when you have more children poor, the poverty cycle continues.
We are now going to show you some of the photos our journalist took in one of the poorest places of Hong Kong, Sham Shui Po.
Thank you, Abhinav. I'm here with Miss Chung, a 70-year-old woman who has been living in poverty for 32 years. She was abandoned by her son 30 years ago and has been living on her own ever since. Hello, Miss Chung. How's your day been today?
你好，事实上，今天是非常幸运的一天。我给了2.5万美元置办。通常情况下，如果是糟糕的一天，我只捐一半甚至1/4。
How much money do you usually make a month?
每月7000美元。
Do you mind telling us how much you budget your money?
我的房租有2500美元。
Do you believe you could ever get out of poverty?
如果政府将税收和贫困线提高到1万元， 那么这么多在贫困中挣扎的人就有资格向政府收取补贴。目前，政府只向贫困线以下的人提供补贴，补贴只有4000美元，所以我不是更加努力，因为我赚了4000多美元，政府也不会帮我。
So, what do you think about the wage gap?
这是非常不公平的。我希望政府能做点什么，差距越来越大，而不是越来越小。香港富人需要帮助香港的穷人，因为政府不了解穷人的处境，只是要在其成为一个国家，而不仅仅是一个经济体。政府想表明我们有多富有，一些游客和超级富豪。我希望香港再次成为我们彼此关系国家。虽然我知道香港土地面积有限，但成本太高，我相信大家都可以同意。我们都需要便宜的土地。我认为政府应该帮助穷人一个便宜的价格，再供比例具有更多的居住条件，因为我们负担不起。富人可以支付与现在相同的金额，因为他们能承受得起。
Different between the wealthy and the
To help these families, you can raise money or donate money to charities that help them and send poor people money. You can also help or donate money to charities that help feed people that don't have enough money for food and they're hungry. You can also donate books and money to local schools and public schools and charities that help with these schools that don't have enough resources to help educate their students. We can help raise awareness about the situation, about the wage gap and the wealth gap in Hong Kong and how it's widening and not shortening. So we should raise awareness so everyone knows and can all help.
Thank you, Aditya, for that fruitful interview. Before we wrap up today, we'll be showing a brief clip on how to calculate tax in Hong Kong, as well as some data for the distribution of the expenses of Mrs. Chung per month and the distribution of an average DB family with one child per month. And that's it for today on the HKPN Network channel. Be sure to tune in on next Friday for another exclusive interview with the former chief executive of Hong Kong, and hope you're having a great weekend.